6 signs. If you have them, you are a spiritual person. The spiritual person is someone who is able to connect with the invisible world. However, how do you know if you are a spiritual person? Or, are there signs you have noticed within yourself that perhaps signify spiritual powers? Here are these 6 signs that you need to know in order to learn more about the spiritual person. First, dreaming, then seeing the dream come true. Make sure that if you see a dream, then you see it the same in your real world. Does this seem supernatural? Simply, it means that you have spiritual powers. First, you should know that a spiritual person can see 2 types of dreams. Whether it is a lucid dream or a symbolic dream. A lucid dream means that exactly what you see comes true in reality. For example, you see you travel by plane, then in the real world, you do the same thing. In general, there are always similar images and events between dream and reality. The symbolic dream is when you see signs, then you seek their explanation. And from here you understand the meaning of the dream. Either way, what you see comes true. Second, someone is guiding you in your dream. You always see that there is someone trying to help you in your dream, to give you advice, or to tell you something about the future. It confirms to you whether you are wrong or right in certain decisions. They look good, most of the time, wearing white clothes, or they have white hair and a bright face. They are always in communication with you to tell you to be careful or to tell you good news. You feel comfortable with this person's presence during the dream and even afterward. Third, you are not afraid when walking in a dark place. We know that, unconsciously, a human being can be afraid when walking in the dark and prefers to walk where there is light. However, spiritual people, if this happens, and they find themselves in a place without light, they are not afraid even if they are alone. Fourth, read faces easily. A spiritual person can read what a face is saying. They can sense whether something good or bad is hidden behind those faces. Deep down, they can read exactly what the other wants. Sometimes, from a phone call, they can sense what the other person's true intention is. Fifth, being alone. It is such an important thing for a spiritual person to have time for themselves. They need to be alone for a while to do something for themselves. For example, they want a space isolated from others to reflect or relax, to meditate or even to learn a new thing. Sixth, predict the future. Here a spiritual person feels what is going to happen, they are somehow so sure without knowing why. But the intuition is so strong. So they can know, when something bad happens, there is a reason for that. There is a lesson to be learned from this. Deep down, they have faith that this is happening in their favor. They can predict or say something that others don't understand. And indeed, over time, the signs of the good thing hidden behind some events appear. Or the opposite, what others can see is good for them, they can feel that is wrong. Most of their predictions are true. If you have these signs, know that, above all, you have spiritual powers that need to be activated to benefit from them, and then you become so open to your spiritualities.